Hey, welcome back to Fifi Follow Your Dreams. So today I'm going to be telling you about my hot air balloon experience with Virgin. So if you guys want to know what it's like to be in a hot air balloon, that's what I'm here to tell you about. It was absolutely fantastic, it was exciting, and it was a tick off my bucket list. It was quite a waiting list, so if you're thinking about it, definitely look into getting on the waiting list, because it's quite a big list, and depending on the weather, the time of the year, obviously it takes a long time to actually do it. We were really lucky and we got the opportunity. I remember that you have to get a phone call. I think it is on the I think it's the night before, or actually it might be early hours in the morning. You have to call, and it's got like an automatic response of a yes or no if it's going to go ahead. And the first time we got a no, so we were a bit disappointed, and I remember thinking, oh, I really want to go, and you sort of get your hyped up. And but yeah, second time we got the go ahead. So we left really early hours in the morning, me and my boyfriend Stephen, and we went to the rugby club and we got on the hot air balloon. And you meet your group of people that you're going to go on there, and you meet your pilot, who was also named Stephen. He was fantastic and really looked after us throughout the whole experience. I didn't realise how involved you get with the hot air balloon. It's not just, you go on there, you get off. You actually help put up the hot air balloon, so you all get quite hands on. They needed someone to hold on to the string, to hold on to the balloon as it was blowing up. So that was really nice. So my boyfriend volunteered for that with another gentleman too, so he got the opportunity to hold on to the balloon whilst it's blowing up. So I'm glad I didn't have too much responsibility there. I let him sort of go ahead and do that, and it was really nice, so attractive to see him do that. I did a lot of photos and filming. Yeah, it was amazing. When we got on the hot air balloon, we're inside the big hut, and the heat that you can feel coming out as well was really nice as well, because it's so cold in the morning, like I said already. So the heat from the hot air balloon was shocking. And then as you start going up, it's the feeling of looking over and getting the funny tummy and seeing your whole town that you've always lived in, it was small, and seeing it from a massive view. And I remember seeing the tall hill, which was something that stood out to me as well. It was really nice to see. I know when we were looking at it going on to hot air balloon, we were looking with other companies, but I know I wanted to be with Virgin because they have such a good reputation, and I wanted to be somewhere local. I wanted to see my local town and look over and see the things that I would recognise as well. So that was incredible. The whole thing, so they have a little camera in the hot air balloon, so they film the whole time of you being in a hot air balloon, the experience. And then the landing was something that you just, oh, it was incredible. So they teach you the lands, and so of course the hot air balloon can either land like completely straight up, it can drift on the side of the wind, or it can actually completely go over. So they never know what landing actually is going to happen, it just depends on the wind at the time. And then they got the iPad that they use, and they can figure out obviously where we can land, because that's another thing, that you can't just land anywhere, it has to be obviously safe, and also you have to get permission to land, because you can't land in anyone's land as well. So we had a few times that we were going to land, and we had some quite funny stories that we were going to land and then we couldn't land. Of course, with animals as well, and I think there's one time it was sheep or cow, I can't remember, but we're going to land and we're all sitting down and bracing position ready to land, and the next minute I think a whole herd of like cows started running over, and we're like, oh my god, so we had to quickly go back up again. So that was definitely like such an experience to have. So yeah, and then I remember our actual landing position was on the side, so it was going on the side, so that was absolutely so much fun. We felt really in safe hands anyway, like I had no worries at all. And then when we landed, we were still on the side, and when we weren't too sure, the pilot said if we were going to fully either pop back up or we were going to go completely over. So that was like, he just didn't know how it was going to go. So I remember thinking, oh god, you know, we could potentially go over. But we were really lucky, actually. The wind was on our side and we didn't. We got Prosecco when we landed, so that was really nice. We had a little, you know, look, you know, taking everything, because you're taking such a big experience that you know what you've just done. Incredible experience. Please have a look for my photos and videos, and yes, definitely a thumbs up with me. I had an amazing experience on the hot air balloon. Thank you so much.